Definitely not the starters. You're on the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
I'm Mike Hebert, owner of Cantex Roofing and Construction. Every day is game day, and we'll get it right when it comes to your roofing, construction, windows, and mirrors. Call Cantex Roofing and Construction today. Together, we are one serving you.
Welcome in, 100.7 The Score. It is the End of the Bench. I'm Rob Breaux alongside David Collier. Lucas White behind the glass. We're back in studio after a field trip to Texas Tech Media Day. And it was fun. We were out at the Galaxy Stadium, Cody Campbell Field. Did you go out onto the field much? Obviously, they were working.
Yeah. I didn't, but I had been there last week, their previous work. So I'd seen, I think, most of it. They were actually putting the double T on the field when I saw them working on it.
So the new double T is on the field.
Mm-hmm.
The Big 12 Monster logo is on the field. There's an unannounced field sponsor.
Yeah.
And then it is Cody
Campbell.
Campbell.
Forward thinking.
Yeah, sure. It flows. And there's also Cody Campbell Field in the middle.
Yeah.
On either side.
And I think
they were putting in Galaxy under the double T.
They were putting Galaxy under the double T yesterday. Yeah.
So
it's going to be a lot busier, right?
Yeah. I don't look at the field like that, I guess.
I don't, because I'm
maybe
at field level, so I don't really see it.
Right. Maybe at some point I'm going to be like, man, this is like a NASCAR car. But it really wasn't bothersome to me. I guess I was also field level yesterday, but I'd like to see what it looks like on TV.
Yeah.
But the logo stuff really doesn't bother me.
Yeah, it just depends on how obnoxious probably is. But obnoxious the logo is. Like if it was like 6 colors, you know what I'm saying?
Right. But these college basketball games where there's a bunch of stuff on the floor,
yeah, it's
more annoying to have the Oregon trees than it is at these tournament games or in Maui where there's 17 logos on the court. I don't know. I get past it pretty easy. Some people don't. Some people it really bothers. But like the video board behind the basketball court that's changing all the time and has 72 different logos on it throughout a game.
And see, those are the ones that I don't really see as much unless I'm at a Tech game. But what I don't like at a Tech game is when I'm watching it on television, the ribbon changing so much.
Yes.
And it changes on the floor. Right. I can see the reflection on the floor.
Yeah.
So it'll be dark for a second, then all of a sudden everything brightens up.
Yeah.
I don't like that, but that's,
But again, it's such a, I don't know. I'm watching the game, I guess.
Yeah. I'm the same. I'm the same way with, like I said, I think there might be something football-wise, like if there was like a big play somewhere and they're diving for a first down and like the line things, and then there's just this massive 5-color logo that just then I would be like, ugh.
Yeah, when you're taking photos, videos,
that
stuff.
Yeah. But
and then the jersey patches, there's not one announced, and I think it was Robert Giovanetti was quoted as saying, I think this was maybe in a Don Williams story. I don't want to misattribute it, but I think it was in a Don Williams story.
It was,
that there's a field sponsor in the works, which we've seen. But the jersey patch, they're going to make sure that deal is right.
Yeah, but he wouldn't be surprised that if it happened.
Wouldn't be surprised if it happened, but it's not done yet.
Yeah.
Now, the field patch is one thing. The jersey patches, most of the Major League Baseball jersey patches, I don't even notice anymore. Now, they're on the left or right shoulder, depending on which side hitter you are. It's on the front shoulder of the batter.
Yeah.
So it's on TV more often. The Rangers energy patch just looks like it's part of the jersey. It's the right color. And then the basketball patches, now granted, I didn't watch closely to a ton of NBA basketball. But those jerseys seem to match the logo to the jersey most often.
Yeah. And that's
so
what I wish.
They're not really noticeable.
Yeah. Chuck mentioned this on the morning drive, the Monster logo that's on the field. It has a black kind of a bubble box.
Right, which is what they're going to put on the jersey.
Yeah, so that's going to be the same thing. That is worrisome if I'm a school that doesn't have black in my uniform. Are they going to make that like BYU? Is it going to be blue?
I think it's the same patch for everybody.
See, I wouldn't. That kind of sticks out a little bit too much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Iowa State.
It's going to look
that.
fine on the Tech jerseys.
Yeah, the Tech jersey, it'll be fine.
It's not going to look good, but it's not going to look fine.
Like West Virginia?
The green is troublesome. I'm glad the green is just not going to be on the red, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be tough. But I think with it on the black, that helps out.
Right.
Kind of.
And on the field, it is just the natural turf showing through. They didn't paint it bright green.
Yeah.
Which I think is good as well.
Maybe that's why they went with green, because they knew they were going to throw it on football fields and they didn't have to.
And then the brand new logo in the north end zone in the grassy area, the grassy knoll, just now I know it'll sun fade a little bit,
but it popped yesterday.
Vibrant.
Yeah,
I mean it looks awesome.
Mm-hmm.
The Adidas red Pantone or whatever they're using is just incredible.
Yeah,
I mean it is the brightest red. Scarlet, some would say.
Yes, scarlet.
I really enjoy the. Now the sun was hitting it.
No, but
so it was really popping.
Yeah, not all that's new, but
incredible.
It looked really good.
So excited for all of that. You could join the show today. Talk about field logos, jersey patches, Texas Tech football. We're excited. Will Hammond spoke to the media yesterday. Both the coordinators spoke to the media yesterday. Joey McGuire spoke to the media. Kenny Perry, I guess the third coordinator, spoke to the media yesterday. Who got the most laughs, Kenny or Shield?
Oh, man.
I think Shield was on one yesterday.
He was amazing yesterday. And I know I'm going to get grief for this, but you know what? He always gives me crap every single time I ask a question anyway.
Yes.
But he was a complete 180 from what he was a year ago. Now, there were zingers in there. He's a very dry humor guy last year. But he was completely out. He walked in with a smile.
He did. He walked in with a little bit of a swagger.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Oh, yeah. Guns a-blazing.
And this was noted in the press conference, it's been 4 or 5 years since he's come back to the same place for a second year. Army, a couple of years. Obviously, he was at Wofford for a while. But since he's come back to coaching, Army was the only place, and then Troy, Tulane, Houston, and then Texas Tech all 4 consecutive years. So, interesting.
He was fun, though.
Oh, awesome. And then Matt got a couple of one-liners in as well. They were all just the vibes yesterday.
Yeah.
Were really, really good with the players and the coaches, I thought.
It's amazing what happens when you win a Big 12 championship.
Music on you. So we will ask a question of the day as well. We're good?
Yeah.
All right. More after this. 100.7 The Score. It's the end of the bench.
Definitely not the starters. You're on the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back. 100.7 The Score. It is the End of the Bench. You can hit us up on the Yates Flooring Center chat line. They're on the apps, brought to you by Happy State Bank, or on the website, doubletsportsnetwork.com. You can also find us on YouTube, where there are interviews from yesterday. Choices 2-minute drills with the players, which I love, will be coming out. Brought to you by KT Black Staffing. Today, tomorrow, probably Monday, Tuesday. There's a bunch of them. So be looking for those. Follow us on social media for that kind of content. You can also find on YouTube those Ass Level, Red Raider Recon, which will have the special teams video coming out this week. And we had a special appearance in the Cold Open. So we'll have to see who that is. You know, you would probably assume that it's Kenny Perry. It's not. So we'll have to wait and see who it is.
Do we have to?
You probably don't have to wait, because I'll probably tell you in the break. But the listener has to wait. Lucas has to wait, unless he turns on cue during the break or comes in here.
Maybe he'll just leave your mic hot.
And then everyone would know. This texter says ground rule or book rule double. Whatever I said earlier, I read off ESPN, so that's what they said. I know Jamie cares which one you say. I don't. I don't. I know it's not the same thing, but it's the same thing. RBIs, RBI, ribbies, lobs.
No. And you say I don't listen.
Risp.
Risp. Oh, I love me some risp.
Whatever you want to say is fine with me. I know some people don't like it.
You really don't. You don't mind risp or lob?
It doesn't bother me.
So just people just make stuff up?
Yeah. I know what they're saying. Now, if there's an acronym...
It's not an acronym. They made it up.
It's literally an acronym. LOB.
No, it's a word. It's an acronym.
Left on base.
Yes, it's an acronym. It's not a word.
If you want
I said it wrong.
If you want to pronounce the acronym, that doesn't bother me phonetically. But if you're making up acronyms that I don't know, then I'll be like, okay, let's just say the words. What are we doing? But I might throw in lob. I like lobs. That's something I track when I'm calling baseball games. I like the left on base stat.
Oh, left on base? Uh-huh. I had no clue what you were talking about. Thought we were talking tennis or something like that.
Now, I will say, I do like a little bit of variety. So I wouldn't say lob every time. It'd be left on base, LOBs, lobs. I'd work them in. I'd probably do lob the least.
Or never.
Some people overdo.
I'm never doing a baseball broadcast with you or softball.
You would love to do softball with me, and you know it. Maybe. Some people overdo the what do we want to call it? The sports centerification of reading out highlights. Mm-hmm. They try to be too fancy.
Yeah.
And it's like, just say sometimes you just got to say this game happened, this was the score.
Yeah.
Instead of saying, on a Sunday, Tuesday, the two teams were paired off, and it's like, all right, just say the game happened. Here's the score. Like, the fun stuff doesn't hit as well if it's all fun stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I agree.
I do have a question of the day.
All right.
And you can answer on the 8th Flooring Center chat line. You can answer it right here, David Collier.
I was going to answer it on the chat line.
And it's one of those questions that we just have to do. Okay? You're not going to like it.
Great.
But I want 3 things you're looking for as we enter fall camp. Now, I'm going to take one off the board.
Okay.
Number 1, health. Right?
Yeah.
Health of the quarterback, first and foremost. Health of the team, first and foremost. You don't want any injuries in fall camp. Beyond that, I want 3 things you're looking for in fall camp. I've got 1 or 2 to start you, or you can just rip them. What do you think?
Maybe we can rotate.
Okay.
How about that? This one's a little bit different. It's just, you always notice when Joey mentions a person over and over and over again, right? And sometimes it doesn't come to fruition, but after watching this guy's football games his entire high school career, and the amount of times Chase Campbell has been mentioned for a guy that was limited in the spring because of his shoulder injury that ended his high school career, even though he was getting reps just on air. And I get it. He's a freshman and he's got people behind him. But one of the things that did intrigue me, and I, for whatever reason, didn't think about this, like these freshmen now, you're playing all year.
Yeah.
Because you have no red shirt.
Yes.
So Chase Campbell, like Leighton Stone last year, he ended up burning his red shirt, which it doesn't matter now. But it was like, we're going to see him the first few games, and then, they'll probably shut him down. That's not happening now. So if Chase Campbell goes out and has some good games later in these games, and they're like, well, let's give him a little more meaningful snaps, during conference play, he could be a guy that would be intriguing and cool to see, obviously, as a local product.
You look at some of these receivers in this class, or the class before, Micah Hudson heralded. Mm-hmm. Everybody's talking about Micah Hudson. He's a 5-star.
Yeah.
Benny Easter in this class, Easton Royal is committed to Texas or wherever else. if Chase Campbell was in Dallas
Yeah.
or Houston,
Mm-hmm.
Chase Campbell would be talked about way more. I mean, he is legit. I think we're underrating Chase Campbell as a piece of this recruiting class that's in here now. I mean, it's just he is going to be good, and maybe good early.
Yeah, and that's what is going to be interesting to me. Again, I know sometimes I don't want to say lip service, but there are times when Joey will talk somebody up and we never see him. You know, I don't.
Do you know what would be unbelievable? Just go with me to 2029, right?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously you have some new receivers coming in, but on the field at the same time, Leighton Stone, Chase Campbell, Michael Deaver.
Michael Deaver, yeah. I was talking to Chris Level about that after the press conference.
That would be so cool.
Yeah. I mean, you think about the talent, and you mentioned if these guys were somewhere else, same thing with Leighton. I mean, Leighton was absolutely, and he's huge. He's a big kid. Not that Chase is small, and Chase did. There was a game where Chase had a receiving touchdown, a passing touchdown, and a rushing touchdown in the first half.
And a return touchdown.
It was called back, though.
Oh, okay.
It was called back, and it was all in the first half.
Right.
It was called back, and you're like, I don't even know if the penalty happened because it was, further away from me. I don't think it would have mattered,
Right. That's one of those holding calls on the opposite sideline. You're like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
We got to be hunting for elephants in high school football. We can't be hunting mice here.
And I know that he's probably
Chris Snead will hate that I just said that. If a penalty happens, you got to no, you got to be hunting for elephants in high school football.
I don't know. Kenny Perry obviously is going to want these guys on special teams. I don't know how much time he's spending on special teams, and I know you're not going to see onside kicks at the rate that you saw at Friendship High School. But he also, he's on the hands team. I mean, he can do a lot of things on a football field besides catch up football and make it look really easy when it's a difficult thing. And I know that's different at the next level, but he definitely belongs. So I know that's a long answer for one, but as a guy that watched him grow up and see him improve from where he started to where he is now, and he's bigger as well. I mean, he's gonna, not that he was skinny, but he was skinny. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we've got some options here on the chat line as well. We'll answer or read these off in a second. I've got one.
Okay.
This is something that I've been bringing up this summer that I just don't know if it matters or not. But if you look at Will Hammond and Micah Hudson, they've been playing together a lot this offseason.
Mm-hmm.
There's been photos, videos of them doing extra workouts this summer. Obviously, the other receivers there too, but it seems like Mike Hudson and Will Hammond have been working together a lot this summer. That's not new. Mike Hudson and Will Hammond came in together.
Yeah.
The best they looked as true freshmen were when they were connecting with each other against North Texas. You think about all the reps that Will Hammond and Micah Hudson have taken together as twos, as threes, last year as twos. You're in year 3 now with those two guys being on the same page.
Yeah.
Could they help each other out moving forward? I'd like to see the chemistry there. We'll read your answers. We'll get to the calendar. We'll do all of that coming up in the next couple of segments. 100.7 The Score. It's the end of the bench.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back. 100.7 The Score. It is the end of the bench. What do you want to see in fall camp? We'll get to your texts on that in the next segment at 10:05, 10:02. We probably won't wait all the way till 10:05. We might.
We may.
But right now, we'll check the calendar.
Your daily look at what's happening in the world of sports, birthdays, and holidays. Let's check the calendar.
It is August 5th, 2026, which means it's Blogger Day. You were once a blogger.
I was.
For a while. Didn't you? I thought you were blogging a little bit for a while.
Just writing stuff?
Yeah.
No.
You never
not
wrote?
really.
I thought just for like a short time.
No.
No?
Not that I remember.
Okay. I thought I remember reading some David Collier stories.
No, I'm more of the video variety.
Sure, yeah.
Every once in a while, I'll have some inspiration to write.
You get some vlogs.
Yeah.
Some video blogs.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, vlogging then.
Well, it's Blogger Day. We can't.
I used to clog too.
You get a different.
Yeah.
You get a different day. Probably Vlogger Day is later on in the year. You can read our blogs there on doubleTSportsNetwork.com. Though we prefer not to call them blogs, I guess, nowadays. We call them articles or something like that. It's National Couscous Day. National Dash Cam Day. Do you like the dash cam videos? Not necessarily the police ones. Those are sometimes interesting. Sometimes it's like, okay, what are we doing? The people in those, not often the police, sometimes the police, but often just the sovereign citizen videos. Do you ever watch those?
No.
Those people.
Anytime I see
punch them in the face,
a dash cam type thing, I just move along. Unless it's turned the other way.
I'm talking about like the traffic, the traffic dash cams, where it's like, 18-wheelers driving down, and it's like people slamming on their brakes in front of them, and they're having a swerve around them. Have you seen those?
No, yes, I have, but I don't.
Those are in my algorithm.
Yeah, I try to blow by them so they don't stay on my phone. Yeah.
It's National Oyster Day en route.
I like them, but you don't like them? I don't
eat them often.
I'm not seeking them out, but if there's some on the table, I'll eat one, two, with a cracker though. Got to have something with it. Hot sauce.
Certainly hot sauce. I eat them right off the shell. Clint and I went to dinner together. I guess it was at the Big 12 Championship. He's just like, yeah, can we get the oysters? I was like, what? What are you doing?
That's stuff that
what do you think Clint and I's bill was at No Free Ads Papados?
$89.
Not even close.
$142.
Not even close.
Does this include drinks?
Not very many.
My goodness.
Yeah, I mean, Papados is...
Oh, I'm well aware, but I don't drink it, so that saves me there.
Yeah. I think it was north of 200.
See, that's the problem, and that's with Clint. He's doing that because people at home probably don't like oysters. So anytime you can go somewhere on the road and you can get something that you don't get to eat on a regular basis.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. It's also National Underwear Day. Just check to see if you have some.
Yeah. Just double checking.
Do you not often?
That's a personal question.
No comments?
Yeah.
It's also Work Like a Dog Day.
That's every day, right?
I was working like a dog.
Keep going.
Birthdays?
We'll start with some former baseball players. Mark Mulder, turning 49 years old.
Younger than Collier? Whoa. Never mind.
Depending on when he was born.
Well, he was born today.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying.
Carl Crawford, turning 45. And then we have from the basketball, Patrick Ewing, 64. Anthony Edwards, 25. And then we have James Gunn, turning 60. Director for Guardians of the Galaxy. And then we have 3 individuals that would have celebrated a birthday. Neil Armstrong was born on this day. Herb Brooks was born on this day, head coach for the Miracle on Ice USA hockey team.
Never seen it.
And I haven't either. And then Gerald Myers.
You never seen Miracle?
Nope.
I have not.
Huh.
I mean, I know the story.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Sure.
That was a Disney.
You watched it live.
Right?
Chuck
Yes,
watched it
Disney
live.
made it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Gus always talks about watching it live or listening to it live, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe Chuck also was listening on the radio.
Probably. I was not. Might have been a little young for that.
No.
On this day in 1973, also something I did not see. Atlanta Braves pitcher Phil Niekro no-hits the San Diego Padres, achieving the first no-hitter in Atlanta history.
That's funny. We had Dan or Dave last week.
Joe?
Forgot his name.
Monday.
Well, Phil is
Yeah.
Phil is the more popular.
Yes.
Necro.
Yes, that's true. On this day in 1999, St. Louis Cardinals slugger Mark McGwire becomes just the 16th major league player to hit 500 home runs in his career in a 10-3 loss to the San Diego Padres, just like the previous on this day. I got to see some of his home runs that year. I think 3, at least 2 in one game against the Astros in St. Louis. On this day in 2006. How about this Hall of Fame class? Warren Moon, Troy Aikman, John Madden, Rayfield Wright, Harry Carson, and Reggie White go in the Hall of Fame together.
Solid.
It's a pretty solid group right there. And on this day in 2014, A.J. Ramos picks up his 5th win of the year in relief after getting 2 of the 3 batters he faced out in the 7th inning of a 6-3 Marlins win over the Pittsburgh Pirates. Movies on this day, gentlemen. 1994, The Little Rascals.
Oh, Tay.
Suicide Squad, 2016.
I think James Gunn did the second Suicide Squad. Happy birthday, James Gunn.
Yep. Dukes of Hazzard, 2005.
You know, I never watched that movie. That's Stifler and Jessica Simpson.
And Johnny Knoxville, yeah.
Johnny Knoxville.
Willie Nelson is Uncle Jesse.
Okay.
And I don't remember this, Burt Reynolds as Boss Hogg.
Okay.
It wasn't necessarily great. Risky Business on this day in 1983. Rise of the Planet of the Apes, 2011.
Is that the James Franco vehicle?
That sounds familiar. It doesn't, obviously, we're not getting actors on the front of that one if it's not Mark Wahlberg.
Caesar.
Typically has apes on the
right.
On the movie posters. To Catch a Thief, 1955. Halloween H2O, 20 years later, 1998. No?
No. I think I've seen the original Halloween, but I've not taken in a lot of the others.
And The Change-Up with
no, hold on. The Change-Up is Jason Bateman and Jennifer Aniston.
Well, it's only Jason Bateman on the cover, so I'll take your word for it on the other one.
I believe
2 friends have drifted apart as their professional lives go in opposite directions.
Right.
Each man becomes envious of the other's position in life until an event makes them swap places.
Oh, that's not what I thought it was.
You got the right person.
Maybe it's Jason Bateman and Owen Wilson. No?
We'll have to look that up.
I thought this was the one where he has a baby with Jennifer Aniston, but she doesn't know it's his.
Ryan Reynolds, Leslie Mann, Olivia Wilde.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Alan Arkin.
I prefer Alan Alda. More after this.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back. 100.7 The Score. It is the End of the Bench. This texter says Cam's mentor Taj Brooks was also very humble and unassuming. The running backs I'm very excited for just because they're talented and skilled. But it just seems like I don't know, this team just seems like nice guys. You know what I mean? Like, there's not a lot of... I didn't walk away from anybody in the last Big 12 Media Days or here And like, man, that guy just did not want to be dealing with us.
No, yeah, they all were.
And you have had that in past media days, more so past 10 years.
Yeah, no, they all seem like good dudes. I mean, willing to sit there and deal with your baloney and repeat the same answer 20 times, right?
Right. We did get one line from Amir Boyd asked, a basic media day question. Who would you want to play every year or whatever?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I answered that one inside. I was like, all right, well, we'll do it again.
Well, that's, yeah.
I mean, he already was, but
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, I answered that one inside. I was like, hey, man, it's media day. You're going to get a bunch
You're
of
going to get the
these.
same thing like 20 times.
Yeah. All right, Lucas, let's do some burning questions here.
2 minutes of non-stop in-your-face inquiries with no end in sight. It's time for Burning Questions.
Hey, these questions are a little off the wall, but we'll roll with it. Okay.
The weather wall, if you will, from the local meteorologist here. Weatherman, sorry, I'm not a meteorologist yet.
Working toward it.
You're locked with 100 chickens in this room. You have a bed, kitchen area, it's a bed and a kitchen area, basically. You get $10,000 for every day that you are locked in this room with the 100 chickens. How many days are you surviving? And these chickens are just running around doing their thing.
How much?
10 grand a
10
day.
and you can't kill them?
No.
Dang it.
Well, then you just have rotting chicken flesh in there.
You're in a kitchen, you could cook.
Oh, you kill one at a time, or?
Yeah.
You're not killing any chickens.
Dang it.
But there's
But
food available.
Yeah, you have bread, milk.
I don't know.
the smell.
I'd like to get.
Yeah, the
I'd
smell's
like
gonna-
to get 20 grand. I don't know if I could do 2 days with
I could do
that
that.
much.
Yeah.
Could you keep them off the bed?
I can sleep through anything, dude.
You could sleep in chicken feces.
Well, if I covered myself up, and then they wouldn't.
I guess, but just be on top of the bed. I don't know. Is it well ventilated? Is there a window?
Yeah, is there a window at least so we could get some air in there?
It looks like this guy has barbed wire-ish, where he can talk to, I guess,
Chicken wire, if you will.
a veterinarian or somebody that's kind of supervising the
Chickens.
thing. So
Look at all these chickens.
yeah,
Oh, we're worried about the chickens here, not the human that's got to live in their poop.
I just
he's saying the smell's getting
Oh, the smells.
yeah.
yeah. That's the only thing I'd be worried about. I mean, did chickens have sharp talons?
Napoleon Dynamite. I think that's a liger.
So how many days? Did you say 2?
I'd like to get 20 grand out of it, but the goal would be 50 grand. I don't know if I could do 5 days.
I think I can make it a week.
Man,
I lived on a farm with pigs and whatnot.
I know, but I'm just picturing a small room.
I once waded through one of my grandfather's ponds to get catfish out of it, and it was a cow pond. And I had cow
I know,
up
but
to my neck.
but you know it's going to be 5 minutes of that.
No, it was more than 5, but
But
yeah.
you know you're heading to
yes,
go
you have a
shower.
goal, yes. Well,
This is now. Do you get desensitized to the smell?
probably. I think I could make it a week.
I don't know.
I'm with Rob. I think I can try to make it 2, maybe 3 days. Just the money would be kind of the incentive to do.
Oh,
that.
no, I don't want to live with 100 chickens.
Yeah.
Right.
I already work with some turkeys.
So imagine the giant gas station cups, like those 44-ounce big cups.
Sure.
You can only pick one of the 3. A giant cup full of Wendy's chicken nuggets, a giant cup full of Sonic tater tots, or a giant cup full of McDonald's French fries?
As far as just something I need to, that's only the only thing I can eat for when.
Yeah, just a cup.
It's just a
full.
prize. What would you prefer?
Yeah.
I think of the three, I'd go Sonic Tots. I don't love the Wendy's chicken nuggets. I mean, they're good.
I don't either, but I would rather have what I believe to be protein there.
Well, I don't think it's sustaining you. I think it's just hey, this is a fun snack you get.
I think I would probably still. I'm not the biggest fan of their chicken either, but
you'd go nuggets over tots or fries.
Yeah, I think so.
If you had to finish one of them.
Yeah, that's a big cup.
Yeah, if you had to finish one.
Yeah.
It would probably have to be the fries, even though I would prefer.
Didn't Wiener Schnitzel used to give their fries away in cups? Do they still do that?
There's a lot of free ads we're doing here.
I'd go tater tots. No free ads.
I do like the tater tots.
I would go with the French fries.
Yeah.
I like all three of those.
Three,
yeah, that's the problem. Is I like all three of those, so I'm not going. We're not going wrong any.
I'd go with the tots though.
So, basketball, Mercyhurst became the first known Division I program to have 0 home games against in 2026 and 27. If you are, I guess, a mid-tier school such as that only has home games like for their conference, like SWAC, they always go to the big schools and play. If you are a SWAC program and you had to travel to, let's say, 5 road games, big power games, what 5 would you want to go to?
Basketball?
Yes.
Duke? They don't. Yeah. I was going to say they don't play games at home in the non-con, but I guess those are just the big ones. They still do their bye games. I want to go to a game at Duke. I'm trying to think if there's an SEC venue that I like.
I think I would like to go to Kentucky just because of history.
Kentucky.
It might not be the program I'm playing, but they're still paying money.
Fog Allen Fieldhouse.
Yeah. I've been in it, but I haven't been in the gym because it was the doors were locked.
3. We need 2 more. Would you agree with those 3?
Yep, all 3 of those.
Kentucky one. Indiana.
Yeah, Assembly Hall.
Can we play at the Hoosiers place?
Assembly Hall. Yeah.
They don't still play there, right?
I think they do. Do they not? But yes, if that's where they're playing, I would want to go there.
I thought maybe they do a throwback game like Tech used to do at the Coliseum.
One more.
Just Mercyhurst has games at Marquette, Notre Dame, Penn State, James Madison, West Virginia, Syracuse, Louisville. So all those big schools.
I was going to say Syracuse when we were originally doing it. I guess another one would be North Carolina.
Syracuse, the Carrier Dome.
Yeah, the Carrier Dome.
Yeah, I'd go Syracuse.
Yeah. St. John's. How about
I
play St. John's?
I want to go to a football game at the Carrier Dome.
Because isn't Madison Square Garden? Yeah. St. John's.
There you go.
So I'm going to play St. John's.
There you go. All right, more after this. 100.7 Score, Scene of the Bench.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back. 100.7 The Score, Scene of the Bench. I want to delete Twitter sometimes.
Yeah.
I saw a story earlier today that Micah Parsons should be back by week 6 is when the Packers play the Cowboys. That's his date working back to. But I just saw Micah Parsons' name again. Now, a few weeks ago, he reconfirmed on social media that he is a fan of feet. Did you see this?
No, I did not, thankfully.
Bigfoot guy, Micah Parsons. And
He's a fan of Bigfoot?
Yes. Somebody has released a pair of, I believe they call these wedges, high heels.
Okay.
With fake toes on them. So if you don't like your toes or your toes aren't done, you can wear these, and it looks like your toes are done.
Mm.
Michael Parsons quote tweets it. It says, "This is not okay."
Why does he quote tweet?
And now I'm getting fed feet videos because Michael Parsons. I don't even think I follow him. I think I'm on my For You. Oh, I am following him. I'm unfollowing Michael Parsons.
It's too late.
Well, I did not interact with the tweet, so. Also, did you see Jonah Hill this weekend? Jonah Hill was on the podcast with Jason Bateman, who was on earlier in the show. And
it was a great conversation we had with Jason. You can listen to the podcast on Double T Sports.
He was literally on the show earlier. Basically, Jonah Hill has gotten into jiu-jitsu and now just thinks he can beat up anyone. He wants to fight everyone. And it just did not track because it's still Jonah Hill.
Yeah. He's had many different transitions during his acting career.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just preparing for a role. Like Joaquin Phoenix, whenever he acted really weird that one time, and it was all bit.
H-Cop says Texas Technical has never tampered with a single player. That's true. All above board. Everything they've ever done. Never gave free boots or anyone to anyone. And then another guy didn't understand that you were joking about the Bulls. There's also from thighs to feet. Seems like a natural progression there, but I don't know. I'm not in line with Michael Parsons in a lot of things, and I'll leave it there. You can get your questions in on the Yates Flooring Center chat line. They're on the website, doubleTSportsNetwork.com, or on the app. We have learned, I think Lucas told us this during the break, that Jeremiah Love will not be available tomorrow night for the Cardinals, which makes a lot of sense to me. If you're a rookie, you're probably getting playing time, but if you're a starter, you're not. And Jeremiah Love is, if he's not the starter, that's dumb. I mean, Tyler Algier and James Conner certainly have had good seasons, and Algier was stuck behind Bijan Robinson. He probably came to the Cardinals to be the guy, and then they drafted Jeremiah Love. I'm sure he didn't love that. And then obviously James Conner's had a good career there in Pittsburgh and Arizona, but I mean, Jeremiah Love is a difference maker. You're not drafting the guy that high at running back and not using him immediately.
Yeah.
Also, in the NFL, running back seems like the position that's good the quickest. And there's such a short shelf life, you don't want to have those guys just waiting around.
Yeah, he doesn't need to. There's no reason to put him out there until it really matters.
Does he play the last preseason game? Like a quarter or something?
Jeremiah Love?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure he'll play because you get an extra one here.
Yeah.
They'll still play the three that they have now. So I wouldn't be surprised if he played in all three of those. I don't know if he'll play in the last one because now teams are. It used to be that game was where all the starters played like a full half and into the third quarter.
Third quarter, yeah.
But now that's more like the second preseason game. And some teams, like the Cowboys in the past, just don't play the starters at all, really, ever. You might get a drive with starters in there. And now the offensive line plays a little bit more, but I don't know that Dak took a snap in the preseason last year, which I think is dumb. But I'm not in charge. If I said the name Jack Strand, what would you say?
Sounds like a guy that used to be a Lady Raider basketball play-by-play person.
Jack Strand is right now an undrafted quarterback from D2 Minnesota State Moorhead. And the starting quarterback of the Atlanta Falcons. He's taking all the QB1 reps with the injuries going on there in Atlanta. Penix out, Tua out, Jack Strand, QB1, Atlanta.
There's a reason they're picked to finish last in the NFC South?
Yes, certainly. And the NFC South isn't strong to begin with.
No.
I mean, when we're here talking about the Panthers and the Saints as like playoff teams, it's not because we think those teams are going to go out and compete for an NFC championship. It's because we think those teams can win the NFC South.
Yeah.
Certainly the Panthers. I think the Panthers are probably the favorites to win that division. Now, we'll see what the Bucs do in a bounce back. We'll see what they can do without Mike Evans, who has been a large part of their team for a long time. Mike Evans debuting there with the San Francisco 49ers in practice in the last couple of days.
They've had a lot of injuries during these past 2 weeks. Probably the most out of any team.
I mean, at what point do we just believe that substation they have beside their facility is legitimately causing a bunch of injuries? Has anyone been more injured than the 49ers in the last 3 years?
Chargers are pretty close.
But I don't know. It even feels like the Chargers are like breaking bones at least. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get it.
Everyone on the 49ers gets soft tissue injuries.
ACLs,
Calves,
MCLs.
ACLs, hamstrings. I mean, it's tendons and soft tissue.
Shoulders.
Are
Yeah.
popping. Yeah, shoulder joints are out of place. I mean, at what point do we just say, yeah, that substation is messing with their physiology? Have you heard the
I've heard the theory, the whole bit.
conspiracy theory? You're not into it?
I mean, I could be swayed one way or the other, yeah. I mean, it does seem like a strange coincidence that's happening to them more, like you said, more so than everybody else.
I mean, maybe that's anecdotal and everybody's dealing with it, but it seems like they are always dealing with it. This texter says Hunter and Virgil playing tomorrow. Yes, I believe so. It wasn't a question, but I think that is true. We talked about that early on today. And Lee Hunter might be a guy that, like Jeremiah Love, is just projected to be in the 2 deep and probably won't play much in this Hall of Fame game. Or you might want to see what he has, and you just throw him out there quite a bit. It just seems like in the NFL right now, they do so much practicing in the week, team versus team, that they learn more from that and not so much the game, and these games are more useless by the season.
Yeah, I think most of them are at this point, but they sell tickets, don't they? What?
Is this Jason Bourne music?
I think so. Yeah, that's a Bourne. You have a problem with that?
No. I just haven't heard all the songs that Choice added. Is this the closing credits song to Jason Bourne?
I think so, yeah.
Or one of the Bourne movies?
I have no problem with this. What's wrong with this? You don't like the Bourne?
Well, the strings at the beginning were a little unsettling.
Much like this show.
Much like this show. By the way, Bullfighter, we're not doing that, man. More after this, but it's the bottom line.
This has been the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score. Go to 107thescore.com for more from the Double T Sports Network.